Look, I just want to give you an overview of where we're at before we talk about our rapid assessment program and the ideas behind that. As you're no doubt all aware, from the first event in September we had 187,000 claims. We're over 80,000 claims from this event, so 250,000 claims in total and climbing. So what that says is that this is a disaster of international significance. Around the claims, please, if you have got new damage from the February event, you need to lodge a new claim. Your existing claim from September last year will not cover off new damage. There's a 3-month time frame on that, I think most of you know, but please lodge the claim. 2 ways to do that, either online at our www.eqc or by ringing our 0800 number, which is 0800 326 243. The benefit of doing it by phone at 0800 is that if you've got emergency repairs that you need done so that you can remain within your home, and that's a priority for us, is keeping everyone, as many people as possible in their homes. They will record the damage that needs repair and pass it over to our partners at Fletcher's. We've got some people from Fletcher's here tonight, and they're actively completing those emergency repairs out this way as we speak. So please, again, if you haven't made a claim, please lodge one. Our rapid assessment process, and we're just about through this area out here. Most of you should have seen our people. We looked at the frustration that existed across Canterbury from the first event, and particularly that a lot of people hadn't been seen. They were waiting to be seen, and there was no time frame associated with that, and we hadn't communicated it well. So the idea with the rapid assessment, which is basically a triage assessment, is that we wanted to see every home in the Greater Canterbury area within 8 weeks. Now, we're well on the way to that. It is not a full assessment of your property, and a full assessment will follow. What we're trying to achieve is to identify those people in the greatest need. Now, that is obviously the emergency repairs that we can complete to keep people in their homes. Secondly, the claims that will exceed $100,000, which is the EQC cap plus GST. That's our next priority. We want to see those homes, get them passed to the insurer as quickly as possible, and get the proceeds into your pocket so that you can put it against your mortgage or invest it and alleviate some of the pain. Then we're then going to follow on with the significant damage, which we can then obviously pass straight to Fletcher's. As I said, we're well through that process, and we've actually started to do some of the full inspections as we build up to full numbers in the field of 540 people. So we should be back to full strength by Monday next week, and we'll be splitting our teams between full assessments and the triage type claims. I know there was also concern about the lack of information people received during the last event. Over the next couple of days you should all see a leaflet drop into your mailbox which outlines all the things I've just talked about, and there's some frequently asked questions on the back of it. That pamphlet is available over here if you haven't got it. Finally, yet another concern was around identification of our people in the field. We're operating without claim numbers at the moment, going house to house to house, whether the house is insured or not. Our guys will not have your claim number if you ask for it, but they will have an EQC ID. Please ask to see it if you have some concerns. There was a picture of one of these in the paper a couple of weeks ago in the Herald the Herald, that's my North Island coming out at me, in the press. But they're orange. They have a photograph of our assessor on the front which has a hologram through it, EQC across the top. There's a barcode on the back with our postal address in Wellington and our 0800 damage number. If they're not carrying this, please ask them to leave your property, and please contact the police. I'll be available for any questions that you may have later on. Thank you.